Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So in this video, you already know, man, it's week 7 of the small account challenge, all right? So listen, the cat, not the cat is out the bag, but we're gonna address the elephant in the room. I'm getting cooked in CNC, all right? Absolutely cooked, okay? And we're gonna talk all about it. Now let me say this, when you get cooked in your play sometimes, it's a beautiful thing, right? And let me tell you why. The reason why is literally because you get to extract what went wrong, right? What went right, and what you're gonna do better. When you in the market, right? When you in the market, you gotta understand that there is a process and it's a journey. I don't care how good you are, how much you're starting with, it's gonna be ups and it's gonna be downs, okay? So we're gonna talk all about that in this video today, right? So I didn't take any other trades this week in this account. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start incorporating day trading in the small account challenge, right? Because when you have a smaller amount, I'm looking for like quick flips, right? Because when to swing trade with a small amount, sometimes you can't buy enough time on your contracts and the plays end up being down when they're gonna go up, but it's not timed properly, even if you got 2 weeks out, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna incorporate day trading so I could build the account up, and once it gets to maybe like 2,500, 3K, then I'll start doing a little bit more swings in that account, all right? But we're going to talk about CNC. Like I said, I did not take any trades, right? Now, the next thing is, I will say, obviously, yesterday on Friday, market cracked, right? It cranks, crashed, whatever you want to call it, right? Market crashed. SPY was only down about 2%, right? So it dropped about $15, $16, but it was down 2%, okay? Now, a lot of stocks are down as well. When you understand what's happening, you're not really gonna be scared. You're not really gonna be tripping. Reason being is because all this is doing, this is setting up buying opportunities. That's all it's doing right now, okay? We are gonna rally towards the end of the year, right? We're gonna rally towards the end of the year. So I'm thinking this week we may come down a little bit lower, right? Scare some people a little bit more, and then have a little bounce, and then start a new uptrend, and then reclaim all-time highs and then go higher for the rest of the year, right? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm not really tripping. And also, let me break this down for you too. Sometimes when you are like trading, sometimes you may take 2 steps backwards to go 40 steps forwards, right? And what does that mean? You may take an L in a trade, right? Let's say you lose $500. You may lose $500 this week, but then it sets you up to go make $5,000 over the next month, right? So you got to keep the bigger picture at hand, right? Because even with CNC, we still got the gap, right? We still bullish on healthcare, right? We just had a pullback at a certain point in time, okay? So with that being said, man, let me show you guys what's going on right now with CNC. Okay, as you can see right here, we down 61% on CNC. Bought the contract, that's down $111. Bought the contract at 140, right? 140. Expiration date is this coming up Friday, next Friday, October 17th. All right, I got $29 left on this contract. So I'm gonna show you guys the charts, and I'm gonna show you guys why I stayed in throughout the week on CNC, and then I'm gonna show you what happened. All right. Now, here's the thing. It's all about not being afraid to fail, right? Let me break this down for you guys. I want you to understand, even this small account challenge, it's about, okay, for 52 weeks, what can we do? But also, it's about doing something publicly for a year and committing to it, not being afraid to fail, right? It's easy to say, okay, I could do this in the stock market. I did this in the stock market. But you know what's hard? Doing it publicly, right? But if you want to do certain things in life, you got to be willing to get on the other side of your fears, right? And your doubts. And so that's another thing that this small account challenge is for. It's about doing something publicly, okay? So let's go to the charts, man. Let me break this down for you guys. All right. So we got, it's not CNC. All right. So we got CNC right here, okay? So if you look at the weekly, we got this, all right? So as you can see, we came up here and then we consolidated and then we had a bullish week and then we had another bullish week, right? So a 3-2 continuation right here. Now, we closed inside of the 21 EMA, right? We closed inside of the 21 EMA. That's what really made me want to get in, because we broke through the 9 EMA, this blue line. We broke through that. And then we closed inside of the 21 EMA. So I was like, yo, we really might just go crazy and go fill this gap the next week, especially with how bullish things have been, right? If we go to the daily, let's go on Friday, right? Last Friday. If we go to last Friday, this was last Friday right here, okay? So last Friday, it was this right here. No real sellers were even present this week, right? So on Monday and Tuesday, I was slightly green, right? 38.67, and then it came up to 39.20. So that was like a 5, not about a 10%. I was up 10%. But the thing about swing trading is sometimes you could be up 10%, but you could be getting 80%. So you're waiting for the whole move, right? And sometimes before the whole move happens, it's going to come down. So you could be up 10%, be down 20%, and then end up being up 70%, right? So I was waiting for the whole move to complete and make a bigger move so I could get a bigger percentage, right? So like I said, I entered in about right here. Okay, on Friday, before the week was over. And then look what happened. We had a failed 2-up candle. We had a 2-up candle. And then we had a 1 candle, a consolidation candle, right? Usually when I see a consolidation candle and it's green, the stock ends up going up. But there was selling pressure right here, right? If we look at it, we had selling pressure right here, okay? And then we had selling pressure right here. And then we also had selling pressure right here, all right? So with that being said, then it came down, broke down below this low. And I was like, okay, let's really see, because this could be a shakeout right here, could come down here, and then look, and then we could bounce and go higher because we were still inside of the gap. And then on Friday, they got reckless, and they was like, you know what? Nah. And we took it all the way down here. All right. And so that's where we at with CNC right now. Okay. So it came down to $35. And we at what? I got in at 38. So obviously we're down bad. I told you I was 60-something%. So this week, I'm going to see how we do on Monday. At some point in time this week, I'm going to obviously get out because my expiration is on Friday. But I'm probably going to take a loss on this. If we could like retrace, then I'll come back. I mean, I'll get out of the trade on a retracement to the upside. Maybe I'm only down. If I'm down 40% instead of 60%, I'll take that. And then I'll, rewash that money into a different trade, right? But if you look at this whole watch list right here, everything was red, right? Look at everything, right? Everything is red. So you got to understand, CNC was down 5%. Shopify was down 7%. What else? Oscar, another healthcare, was down 8%, right? Hims was down 7%. SPY was down 2%, right? Affirm down 8%. What else? Tesla was down 5%. Lulu down 3%. Chip stocks took a hit. Lyft was down 2.3%, right? So all these stocks are buying opportunities. Now, I really like Lyft right here because look what Lyft did, right? Lyft had this gap right here, and it came and filled the gap finally. I've been waiting on that. It actually came lower, right? So from Lyft did hit $23, and then it came lower, right? So from $19 all the way up to $23, Lyft has just the retracement there would make a lot of money, right? So I like getting into Lyft as well. A lot of these stocks now I'm starting to like, right? Because they came down a good amount and they're going to have a nice retracement when they start coming back towards the end of the month, all right? And going into November as well. So yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of money to my account. I'm also going to use Robinhood just because there's a few features that I like on Robinhood a little bit better than SoFi. But yeah, we're going to make this happen. All right. So we have a lot of buying opportunities now. And I think the biggest thing is not allowing the emotions to, get in the way, because you can lose money, but you can always make the money back. Right. But if you lose your mind, right, trading and taking L's sometimes when the market is coming down, then it's not going to be good for you. And I also want you guys to remember and understand that when the whole market comes down, I'm not talking about one stock, right? I'm talking about the whole market. I'm not even talking about a sector. I'm talking about almost the whole market. If you look at the heat map, right? Let's do something real quick. Just so you guys can hear what I'm saying right here, okay? We're going to go right here. Watch this, okay? Here we go. So I want you guys to understand this. All right. So let's go to this heat map right here. This is the heat map of the market, right? The whole stock market, right? Yeah, you got McDonald's was up, 1%. TJX was up. Coca-Cola was up 1%. Pepsi was up 3%. They had earnings, I believe. But for the most part, the whole market is red, okay? The whole market, right? And you could go like to the Russell 2000, and we could see how the stocks inside of the Russell 2000 performed as well, right? It's taking a little second to load, but you get what I'm saying. The whole market was down, all right? This wasn't just one company. This wasn't just one thing. The whole market came down. And why did the whole market come down? Because Trump said something about taxes, okay? Not taxes, tariffs. He said something about tariffs. And he said he's going to impose 100% tariff on all Chinese stuff. And America is one of the biggest importers, right? We depend on China for a lot. So obviously that's going to affect things. But he did the same thing in April, right? So Trump knows how to inflict volatility on the market. He knows how to make stocks pull back so that his partners, right, and friends could take entry and Wall Street could take entry. Because all they do is they wait to see what stocks go up, and then they'll bring the market down and then take entry, right? I talked about it yesterday in my video about liquidity sweeps and liquidity grabs. If you have not watched yesterday's video, be sure to watch yesterday's video. And then they take entry with a minimal drawdown, and then the stock ends up going to the upside, right? So that's all that's happening right now. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just we all knew that this pullback was going to happen. I've been talking about it for a while, but it just happened when it happened on a random Friday in the middle of the day, okay? The technicals look like things was going up, but that's just what it is sometimes, okay? So if you lost money, don't beat yourself up. It was a whole market. It ain't have nothing to do with you. It was a whole market. All right, y'all? So I hope that video helped. I hope it made sense. All right? Like I always say, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? We're going to have some setups for you guys tomorrow on tomorrow's live. So be sure to tap in with that, right? Lock in with that. And we're going to get this money this week in the stock market all over again, okay? You guys stay smooth. Y'all have a great day. And I'm going to holler at you guys. Peace.